we are heading to the archaeological site in Pompeii, and then after walking around for quite a few hours, we are going to be actually climbing Mount Vesuvius, which we didn't think we were going to do since all the tickets were sold out online. Make sure you get your tickets a few weeks to even a few months out, I would say, especially during high season. We're Helen and Tim. We are currently in country number 4 of our full-time travel journey, and after leaving Cinque Terre, we stayed a few days to unwind in the historical town of Montepulciano. We then drove to Naples so we could check out city center, and Naples is known as the birthplace of pizza. In this video, we will visit Naples National Archaeological Museum, Pompeii Archaeological Park, and hike the infamous Mount Vesuvius. There's a bunch of essentially tollway systems on the autostrada. You have to pay with your card to go through the tolls, and the credit cards don't always work, and it's very frustrating. You have to take a ticket and then you pay like many miles down the road. Oh, it works.
They take credit card, but one of our credit cards keeps getting rejected by it. The other credit card, our Chase Sapphire Reserve, was working fine up until this morning when it got rejected too. So you better have some change on hand as well. Like sometimes the credit cards work, sometimes they don't. I don't know.
There's Mount Vesuvius. We'll be climbing that soon. Cute little B&B in Napoli. Got this like legit espresso machine with these pods. Never seen anything like that before. Cute little seating area, little stairway. Dual sinks, first time in a long time. Got really nice views of Mount Vesuvius out back, especially on the patio. Very nice shower. This is gonna be interesting trying to get to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Very cushy, nice mattress. Better than a lot of the ones we've been sleeping in. And check out the views from this back seating area.
There's actually tunnels underneath this from World War II.
Naples is the third largest city in Italy after Rome and Milan, and was founded by the Greeks in the first millennium BC, and it's one of the oldest continuously inhabited urban areas in the entire world. We visited Chiesa di San Giuseppe de Ruffi and walked the historic streets, and the main thing we wanted to check out in Naples was the National Archaeological Museum that included collections from the Greek, Roman, and Renaissance periods, and we were so amazed and in awe of the detailing of the Roman artifacts and statues. We ended the night eating at a local restaurant in city center Naples and divulged in eggplant parmesan or parmigiana di melanzane and rigatoni pasta. Good morning from Naples or Napoli.
On the side of Mount Vesuvius.
Check this view out. Oh my goodness. It is very bright this morning.
Very bright.
Staying at this B&B, and look at this spread. At 7:30 in the morning, the host put us together like a bruschetta, eggs, sausage, or like salame. This is a lot of food.
I got all the staples.
Including Nutella. Are you excited about Pompeii today?
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting.
What I'm looking forward to the most is learning about the way of life. It was during the Roman period, and the civilization had been already underway for over 600 years before Vesuvius' top blew. And very interesting to think that they had this civilization, and then all of a sudden within a matter of a few hours the whole city was gone. So yeah, a lot of history and heartache, and to be kind of an eerie sense of feeling. It's a pretty high-tech little audio guide.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's like a little smartphone. You can rent one of these audio guides in Pompeii for about $8 euro. It is May 2023.
We just learned that these are stepping stones that were in the city of Pompeii, and basically every morning they would flush the streets with water to keep them clean. And so as the residents are like doing their morning commute, they can stay dry by jumping across these stepping stones. But not only that, the stepping stones are low enough that a chariot could pass over top of them. And if there's one stepping stone in the middle of the street, that means the street is a one-way street. But if there's two stepping stones, then it's a two-way street for the chariots.
We arrived to Pompeii Archaeological site at 9 a.m. and if you're renting a car, there is a parking lot at Pompeii for around €20 per day or about €3 per hour. Or if you're taking public transit, the Circumvesuviana train linking Naples, Pompeii, and Sorrento is a convenient way and only a 10-minute walk to the Pompeii ruins. And admission to Pompeii is about €19 per person. There's free admission for children 18 and under, and also free admission during the first Sunday of each month, but there is a limit of visitors and you must enter before noon.
So this is the Roman version of fast food, where they were able to keep food hot in the pots that would sit in this granite countertop here.
Now they're with plants. The ashes from the eruption of Mount Vesuvius on August 79 AD preserved Pompeii, and it was uncovered 2,000 years later. We walked around Pompeii for about 5 hours on our own, but we recommend a guide if your budget allows it. And throughout Pompeii, you can stroll the stone streets and detailed mosaics, casts of bodies, and impressive buildings of worship, homes, restaurants, public baths, brothels, theaters, and more. There was an earthquake in about 62 AD that essentially ruined a lot of the buildings and they had to reconstruct them, but then unfortunately 79 AD the eruption came through. Currently trying to walk to meet our little tour group, taking a bus to the midway point of the Mount Vesuvius. Pompeii Archaeological site was very cool, definitely worth it. I think we got there about 9 and we could have honestly gone even more hours through it, but had to get to our hike, so definitely allocate half a day for it or make it your primary activity for the day. Up here. So we came up on this bus. I mean, it was just very busy.
That's a little crazier than Disneyland.
Apparently this hike takes about only 30 minutes to get up to the top. As long as you buy a ticket in advance, it should be good. Otherwise, you might have some trouble or you might pay extra. Mount Vesuvius is located southeast of Naples and sits at an elevation of 4,203 feet or 1,281 meters. It's an active stratovolcano and the last eruption was recorded in March 1944. The hike up to the crater rim of Mount Vesuvius is steep, rocky, and uneven. Remember, you must buy permits online for a designated time slot months in advance, and we'll drop the link in the description, but permits to hike were already sold out for us online, so we had to pay more and go with the guide service. That's what happens when you come at 4 p.m.
So the lava flow that you can see behind us here, up against the crater there, occurred in 1944 when a fissure opened up and the lava emerged.
Latest volcanic activity up here on Mount Vesuvius.
Buses drop you off at the highest point, about 3,300 feet, and then supposedly it's like 20 to 30 minute hike from there.
Not too bad.
To the crater.
The town of Naples is about somewhere over here.
The port, remember it's a port?
Yeah. You're only in Naples once.
I see the top
and Pompeii once. Certainly worth it. You kind of put the whole story of Mount Vesuvius and
it does complete the story, yes.
It's like the full circle. It took us a whole 18 minutes to get up to the crater rim, but once you get up here, you can still skirt the edge and go see other parts of the crater. So we're at the summit of Mount Vesuvius, or I guess the crater. It's not the true summit, but we are sending our nieces postcards from every country that we go to. So we're in country number 4 in our full-time travels, and it's cute. The lady actually stamped the postcard with a Vesuvius stamp. A couple places along the route you can get drinks and souvenirs and food. There's a bunch of flies. But anyways, yeah, so that's where you also get the postcards as well. Just along the way, just ask for the stamp.
It was a walk, and you can take your time. Very well, kind of a nice wide path, and there's plenty of stops along the way for water. So
if you come with a tour group, a bus, they give you about an hour to an hour and a half, a little bit more than an hour. You are kind of restricted on time, but there's limited parking up here, and taking a bus is the best option. But if you can't do that, then just book with a tour company to take you and bring you in from Napoli or Pompeii. It cost us about $35 a person, €35 a person, but technically the entrance fee is only like 12 to 13 euro, and then the bus ride's only a few bucks. So if you were to book it on your own, you're paying about $15, $18, including your train ticket to get to, meet your guide group.
And if you have extra time around Napoli, you might as well come up here because you get spectacular views of Napoli.
And the coastline.
And the coastline.
So to get to the far end of the trail, it's about 1 mile. And how many feet of descent?
675.
I think it's our first mountain that we've that we've hiked under 1,000 feet. I'll take it. I think it's right there. Pompeii. And it's right there.
We still have some geothermal activity coming from the crater, as evidenced by the steam vents that are active. Well, we made it back down to the parking lot.
Yep.
Nice little hike, great views. I thought Mount Vesuvius was really interesting.
Overall, the hike took about 2 miles, 1 mile round trip.
1 hour, 12 minutes, and that was
A lot of stops.
plenty of breaks in between.
Definitely would not dedicate a whole day to it. We fit in Pompeii at the beginning, so we did a 9 a.m. entry time for Pompeii, and then we did a 3 p.m. jump on the bus with our tour guide around Vesuvius, which we bought online. We'll drop the link below. We started our hike about 4 p.m.
This is a great way to finish a day here in Napoli.
We hope you had a great day hiking and adventuring around Napoli with us. Definitely hit that like button to support our channel, and also drop any comments if you've been here below and what was your favorite part of Napoli, or if you're thinking about coming to Italy. If you have any questions, let us know. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, and we will see you on the next trail.
My limoncello, you understand the difference with other limoncello. But anyway, the surprise is not limoncello. I have a special surprise for you, for everyone. A special surprise.